Now coming to doctrine of Rad. Now previously we have discussed about doctrine of Aul. Now we will talk about doctrine of Rad. Now please forgive me for my video recording. No, for a horrible video recording, because I'm just learning it and hope things will get better as time goes on. The doctrine of Rad. Now we spoke about doctrine of Aul previously, a few minutes back. Now we will talk about doctrine of Rad. What does it? See, the doctrine of Aul is doctrine of increase, whereas this is doctrine of Rad. Now, what happens? Now, what happens here? Here we reduce the denominator by returning the residual shares to the sharers. We reduce the denominator by returning the residual share to the sharers. Doctrine of Rad. Sometimes the shares allotted to the sharers according to Quranic tables may be less than the property available. That is, let me repeat the sentence. Sometimes the shares allotted to the sharers according to the Quranic tables may be less than the property available. In other words, so what does it mean? The property to be distributed is more than, is less. Correct, please, I'm sorry. In other words, the property to be distributed is less and the property that is available is more. In this case, some property is left behind after allotment of the specified shares as per the Quranic tables to the sharers. Now, what happens? The residue generally goes to the next class of sharers, next class of heirs, which is the residuaries. Let me repeat the sentence properly. The residue, that is the remaining property, generally goes to the next class of heirs, that is the residuaries. If there are no residuaries, that is the residual property. If there are no residuaries, the residual property is returned to the sharers. Such return is called Rad or doctrine of Rad. In Arabic, the doctrine of Rad is known as Rad. If the total shares of all the sharers is less than the heritable property, the residue goes to the heirs of the class of residuaries. But if there be no residuary, the residue will not go to the distant kindreds, but would return to the sharers and would be distributed among them proportionately. In order to adjust such surplus property returned among the same sharers equitably, the doctrine of Rad is applied. Under the doctrine of Rad, the shares of the sharers are to be increased proportionately. Here, are to be increased proportionately. For this purpose, the denominators of the respective shares of the sharers are to be reduced to equalize the total denominator with the total numerator. Now, what did we do in doctrine of Aul? In doctrine of Aul, the denominator is increased. The doctrine of Aul is also known as doctrine of increase, because the denominator is decreased. Because the denominator is increased. But whereas in doctrine of Rad, the denominator is decreased. Now, let me give you an example. Let's say Mr. Pir Basha, for example. I have whatever. Okay. Now let me put it this in a better way. A Muslim dies, leaving behind him his mother M and daughter D. According to Quranic tables, mother gets 1/6 and daughter gets half. The total comes to 1/6 plus 1/2, which is 1 plus 3/6. We take an LCM, which is 4/6. In this illustration, the numerator 4 indicates the units of property to be distributed, while the denominator 6 indicates the units of property available. To equalize this as 4/4, by applying the doctrine of Rad, the shares of M and T are to be readjusted by increasing their shares proportionately by reducing the respective denominators. Now, then what they do is they may make 4 by 6 as 4 by 4. Now, adjust. Now, mother gets 1/6, daughter gets half. Adjusted to common denominator 1/6, 3/6. Increased to mother's share is increased to 1/4, and daughter's share is increased to 3/4. As shown in the above table, as we have discussed, the shares of M and D are 1/6 and half respectively. To make the denominator common, the shares are converted to 1/6 and 3/6. The total is 4 by 6. 1 by 6 plus 3 by 6 is 4 by 6. Now the numerator is 4 and the denominator is 6. That is 2 units more than the denominator. See, in order to equalize the denominators, they are reduced by 2. That is 1/6 is converted to 1/4 and 3/6 is converted to 3/4, so as to arrive at 4 by 4. Thus, by applying the doctrines of Owl and Rudd, the property of inheritance can be readjusted against the shares of the sharers when there are no residuaries, so that the inconsistency as a consequence of the shares under Quranic tables is removed, not even reduced. This is my second video.